So do you like art
Yeah, I
in general?
love art, but I cannot art anything. Like I cannot paint, I cannot draw drawings.
That's
So I'm very
absolutely
bad
fine.
at it.
No, that's absolutely fine. Someone who is like really into art, like sometimes you are not able to draw anything, but someone who is really is really passionate about it. Feel the things. In a painting. Suppose you visited a museum, you have a lot of paintings. That's what I'm trying to ask you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
So
love art.
yeah, in general. Okay. So do you have any pieces of art in your house?
There are few photos like olden days, woman is going to fetch up water from far area, like such kind of art I have, like pictures
Okay.
in my home.
Yeah, you have a lot of. Is it a lot of or one or two?
No, there is a one big picture in which lots of women are in group.
Okay.
So, so it
Uh,
make me remember the olden days things, how people were living, how they
uh-huh.
were tackling the circumstances. Like they had to fetch up water from 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer far from the village,
Okay. And where do you generally buy them from?
from market in Darbhanga.
Do you have any particular place you wish to buy from there itself? Some people like some shops, they'll buy from there itself because that has a lot of collections. Yeah.
No,
So,
like I don't know about particular place. So when I am visiting any particular place and I find something, attracting, like if I love it, then I buy it.
okay. Did you ever gift your art to someone and did you use it for themselves? Have you ever gave art pieces to somebody and they loved it? Has it ever happened?
So far, I haven't given my art to anybody.
Okay, so what gifts do you give? Casually, what do you offer? If you have to go to a wedding,
I give words more than anything else.
you
Words,
give
words.
words. Wow, that's clever. Okay, sweet,
Yeah.
sweet. Okay, you wish them all the best, right?
I wish them all the best. If I spoke any sentence to them, then it is "patthar ki lakir." I don't know how to say in English. You know.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
that's all. That
When I
word will be
see,
kept for forever.
so how or why do certain pieces of art become so famous? According to you, what is that thing which makes painting so famous? For example, there is this painting of Mona Lisa by
Mhm.
Leonardo, right? So what
Da
are the
Vinci.
things? Yeah, exactly. So what are the things you think that makes a painting where stand out?
Now, see, there might be several reasons, but the most important reason is that
Mhm.
we are unable to understand the scenario of those time. Okay, so because of it, like in which state
Mhm.
Da Vinci was portraying Mona Lisa, still it is difficult to tell for us. So that's why I think it is becoming an amazing painting that we cannot figure out what Da Vinci was trying to do there. Except it is a simple for Da Vinci, it was simple piece of painting. He never knew that he is going to create something that will
Yeah,
be world famous and everybody will be looking for it. That what is it? And in
yeah,
the same way, I have learned about Picasso, who was also a great painter. Picasso would never have thought that he is going to be great painter. But
mm,
there is something in his painting that we couldn't figure out what exactly he was trying to do. And because of it, we are interested in it and we find it is like sort
mm,
of mystical thing.
mm. And they were really passionate about what they did. That's
Yes.
why that's the
Yeah,
thing.
they were very passionate. They were engrossed in painting, just painting.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So many art pieces are extremely expensive, valuable, and guarded. Why do you think that is? You know, what's your opinion? What's your take on that?
Like demand supply problem is also there.
Mhm.
Like if somebody want to get a Mona Lisa painting, then you can understand there are so many millionaires who
Yeah,
has full of, like, their boxes are full of money, so
yeah. The
they
original. right?
Yeah, they don't have lack of money, just there should be someone who can sell those paintings.
Mm-hmm.
So now what will happen if somebody is selling this painting? There are large number of people who wanna buy that painting, but there are few paintings
That's
are
right.
few. Paintings are few. So that's
Uh,
why it will be high priced.
okay, okay. Yeah. And because of its historical significance too, right?
Yeah, too, yes.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
right now I think this lack of having
Mhm.
like it is least available. That's why.
Okay, okay. There are only some paintings. So some paintings are just, purchased by the riches, right? Rich people. Yeah, okay. I understand. Okay. Do you understand how art can be an investment?
Well, if I'm buying Mona Lisa painting today, I am
Mhm.
damn sure after 10, 12 years, or maybe after a few years, it will
Mhm.
be 100 times,
Okay.
its
Uh-huh.
price will be 100 times. So
Uh-huh.
definitely buying a painting is a great investment.
Okay, okay. So, have you ever tried to recreate a famous piece of art yourself? It might be a craft, not just paintings. It might be a craft or something, something your teacher told you to do and you did it, something like that.
I remember in my childhood, sometime I used to get projects and I was trying to make paintings, but
Okay.
that was creepy, it
It
was
felt
not good.
weird to you because you have not. Okay, I understand. Okay. Are you interested in looking at art for fun in museums and galleries? And why? What's
Yes,
the thing that excites you the most?
like I love it. I love it because I wanna know about because arts and paintings give me a sort of glimpse of those days when it was created. So
Mm-hmm.
so if I wanna understand history, then definitely I always try to go to the museum to look at the things that how the things are and how could people would be doing things. How they manage to live their lives. So yes, I always go to museums to watch these things, to see these things.
Okay, okay. So, can anybody be artist according to you? What do you think?
I don't think so because it was difficult for me. So as far as I'm concerned with myself, I think I cannot answer this question. But somehow somebody can be like I am also like I'm making a lame excuse. If I would have tried, if I would have worked hard on my painting skill, definitely I would not have become a good painter, but average or like below the average. So I
Yeah.
could have become painter somehow. That's what I want to tell you.
Okay. And what qualities should an artist have, in your view?
Like I think artist means they are somehow
Uh-huh.
very creative people. They have a far sight vision. They can imagine things. Like if we talked about Mona Lisa painting,
Mhm.
somehow Da
Mhm.
Vinci was far sighted. He had some sort of vision. That's why he could paint it so well.
Mhm.
Otherwise, he couldn't. So I think yes, if somebody has art, it means they are creative. They have far sightedness.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm. Uh, do you think artists can earn enough from their work, or do you think that they need a second job? What's your take on this?
Nowadays, I think artists can earn enough and more than any other business by painting or, you know, portraying their arts. But there were time, when it is of no value. Like if
Mhm.
you look at the Picasso or Da Vinci's time, I think it was of no value. Just they painted because they were passionate, and later on it became, famous. And today it is of worth of millions dollars. But
Yeah,
on
yeah.
those days, it has no value. So yeah,
Mhm.
today I think art is good, like source of income. One can take it as a career.
Mhm. Okay, and which type of art do you prefer? The contemporary one or the traditional one, and why?
Uh, I love both, but I prefer traditional one. Yeah,
Mhm.
traditional
Mhm.
one gives me glimpse of tradition, past life of people. That's why.
Mhm. Okay, and what would life be without art in general? What do you think? Would it
Sorry.
matter to you if art did not exist? Would it matter to you if art did not exist? And why?
Our life will be void without art, without music, without these creative things. We are human because of these things. Otherwise, animal doesn't know how to portray painting, doesn't know how to sing, doesn't know how to think, how to just their life is unconscious. They are living in unconsciousness, and we have a conscious like level.
Mhm,
That's why we are human beings. So without
mhm,
art, I don't think our life will be good. It will be void. And
mhm.
yeah, and look at this world. Whoever
Yeah,
like Picasso's painting is making this world beautiful.
yeah,
Da
right.
Vinci painting is making this world beautiful. And
Mhm.
whatever, if you look at your home, if you have few good paintings, sometimes
Yeah.
you're in bad mood, and if you are looking at the paintings, you can get a sort of relief.
Yeah, true, true, true. Even recently, my mother purchased a painting which is of seven horses. It said that it's good for, it gives some kind of energy, I don't know more about that. Yeah.
Yes, I have also these seven horses in my home, in my
Oh,
village.
okay, okay, great. Okay. So, as you said, Mona Lisa's painting, as we said that it is very famous painting. Would you like to travel to Paris and see this, museum, this art in person?
Yes, I would love to go to Paris to see the Mona Lisa painting because
Uh-huh,
I'm curious that why it is so famous. I could
uh-huh,
see that. I would try to look at the things that what making it famous. I would
uh-huh.
also love to go to like pyramid in Egypt. So these
Okay.
are some sports in my mind, like places in my mind that I would love to travel.
Uh-huh. And do you think graffiti can be considered to be an art?
Sorry,
Um,
can you repeat?
do you think that graffiti can be considered as an art? Graffiti is basically, words or drawings, okay, especially which is very humorous, rude, or political, which can be often seen in walls, doors, etc., in public places. Haven't you seen a lot of, drawings and words are written in the walls and doors? That's graffiti.
I
Huh.
think it is also kind of creativity and act, because
Okay.
it takes creativity to imagine or make it, to draw it.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, yeah. And if you would like to visit some places in future, in India, what are some of the places you would love to visit?
I think I would love to visit like one temple is known as Khajuraho Temple. It is in perhaps in MP. It has been. I would also love to visit South India.